So let's see here. Here he's financing a new truck after taxes. So this is already including taxes, right? If you have the price after taxes, it means including taxes. It doesn't say plus tax, right? So it's already including tax. There's a down payment, and we're financing it over 4 years at 6.25%. What's the amount of loan required? That would just be the 29,600 minus the 7,250. It would just be $22,350. That's how much you have to borrow. Okay. Calculate the monthly payment. To figure out the payment, you take the loan and you multiply it by the table rate. The table rate, obviously if there's a table, go get it from a table. If it's just provided to you, it's going to be an amount per $1,000 of loan. Remember that. All of these are per $1,000 that you borrow that you're going to have to pay. So 6.25 meets 4 years, right? So you got to just match them like this. So it's a 2360 per $1,000. If you have the 2360, you get a mark no matter what. Okay, you get 1 out of 2 if you've got the 2360. Then compute that, you're gonna get 527.46. Okay, so that's your final answer if you did this right. If you grab the wrong number from the table, you lose a whole mark, but you still get the mark for computing, for calculating. Okay. The interest paid on the first month's payment. I call this lowercase I. So you got to take the loan, like how much you've borrowed. You multiply it by the interest rate divided by 100, which is 0.
Can I please get a custodian with a mop to room 34 for a large spill? Thank you.
Either there's more spills than ever before, or they just started announcing all the spills, but something's going on. Divided by 12. So loan times the interest rate divided by 100 divided by 12. That's how you get this one. And you get 116.41, okay, for that amount. Okay? Mr. Erickson, what if I got this one wrong? Well, if I see that you're using this number, the number that's in front of the table rate, if I see you using that one here, then you get this mark no matter what. Okay? State one advantage and one disadvantage of buying a used vehicle. Advantage, I would say lower depreciation. Costs, right? You can say that, did I say it costs less than to insure? Did I give you that one? Cheaper to insure, yeah, okay. Cheaper to insure. Insurance is cheaper, costs less to buy insurance for it, anything like that. Options cost less, options cost less, and I'm sure I gave you, if it's a private sale, you only pay one of the taxes. You just have to make sure you say that. And then disadvantage would be higher maintenance costs. You can't customize or can't customize. Easily. How about we put that down? You can't just easily do it. You can't just be like, oh, I want leather seats. Like it's gonna be, I want heated leather seats. It's gonna be harder to do. What else is a disadvantage? Anybody have one that you would like to share? No? Anyways, I'm trying to think. One that I gave you. Disadvantage of buying a used vehicle. Hidden damage, yes. That is actually a very good one, yeah. Hidden damage, potential. there's potential for hidden damage, undisclosed. Yeah, for sure. Anthony's purchasing a vehicle in Manitoba through a private sale for this much. A lien search was done for $45. The book value is $12,500. So I noticed something here, right? That the book value is lower than the purchase price. So you know what? Just get rid of it. Like it's not gonna really matter. Okay? Anthony's, there's a safety check. So calculate the total after taxes. So this is a used private sale. So it's 17,200 plus 17,200 times 0.07 plus there's a safety, so that's 45 times 1.05, and the lien search itself, which is also 45, just gets added like that. So I would give you a mark for doing this properly, a mark for doing this part properly, and we'll give you a full mark for actually calculating this. This part right here gives you 1204. This part right here is 4725, and then 45 added. You add up all of these values, you get 18,496.25. And if you couldn't help it but to do this, you lose a full mark. Okay, so this is already taxed. Okay, it's already taxed. So 18,496 is the amount that I'm looking for here. It's already taxed. Okay, we taxed 7% to the price of the car because that was the highest. We put 5% taxes on the safety. So everything that was has to be taxed has been done. We decided not to do the last one, and so stop there. So this gives us, let's see here, 3 and 2 is 5, and another 4 would be 9. So total is out of 9. So give yourselves a mark out of 9, and I will record that after.